Hi everyone! I'm back for Chapter 4 of No Talking by Andrew Clements. Now, Chapter 3 ended ominously. It said that Dave should have kept his mouth shut. He really should have. So let's get some backstory about why in Chapter 4. Cooties. When little Dave Packer and all the other kids his age first showed up to begin kindergarten together, it was sort of like they were new recruits joining the army. And kindergarten was sort of like basic training camp, except the teachers were a lot nicer than army drill instructors. After 9 long months together in kindergarten, Dave and the other new recruits were allowed to quit the army, but only for the summer, because in September they all had to re-enlist for first grade. And after first grade, they marched through second grade together, then third, and so on, right through the grades, together. A few kids moved away, and a couple of new kids arrived, but Dave and those original kindergarten recruits stayed together, year after year. And they began to grow up, together. At most elementary schools, by the time a group gets to 5th grade, the boys have stopped thinking that all the girls have cooties, and the girls have stopped thinking that all the boys have cooties. And that's the way it should be, to outgrow that stuff. For some groups, it's easy. The kids grow up a little bit, and they all learn that everyone's a real person, and that some of those persons are boys and some are girls, and suddenly everyone gets along just fine. Person to person, no more cooties. However, some groups of kids cling to those cooties a little too long. The boys avoid the girls, and the girls avoid the boys, and everyone keeps seeing cooties everywhere. And sadly, that's the way it was with most of the 5th grade kids at Laketon Elementary School. Of course, the 5th graders didn't actually use the word cooties anymore. That would have sounded like baby talk. They used words like dumb or gross or immature or annoying. But a cootie, by any other name, is still a cootie. And even worse, Dave and Lindsay were the king and queen of the 5th grade cootie clingers. Dave had 0 tolerance for girls, and Lindsay had less than 0 tolerance for boys. And that's why Dave should have kept his mouth shut. Now it's time to get back to the action in the lunchroom, because when Lindsay heard Dave say, "Boys never talk as much as girls do," she felt like all girls everywhere had been insulted, slapped in the face by a dumb, gross, immature, annoying boy. And she hadn't forgotten what Dave had already said about the top of her head blowing off because of hot gas. Lindsay wasn't the kind of person who forgives and forgets an insult. She was the kind of person who remembers and then gets even. We are going to have to wait until Chapter 5 tomorrow to see just how Lindsay decides to get even. Bye.